Good afternoon, Sierra Leone. Good afternoon, our viewers all over the world. Welcome to Magic TV channel 38 from Freetown, Sierra Leone. Today, we bring now to the another edition of the newspaper review, where this is reaching out from Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And today, give me the host tonight. My name is Tanko, and I do with my colleagues, and I will discuss the issues with Abdullahi Santigi Kamara from the Center-Based Journalist CBJ. Say hi to the people then.
Good afternoon, everybody.
That is voice of Mento Kamara. This is one of the political writers in the country, very outstanding man. And I deal with Edo Fatama from the Hot News newspaper, the managing editor. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, Fabo.
When I saw they take the pick of the newspaper then so far, today we come. When they first take the African 24 newspaper, with in your pick today, waiting it tell we inside the newspaper, I say Lunge demolition, opposition leader angries. That now the opposition leader winner Bukago. And the second one we look inside the peak, it say SLPP and SLP APC are one people. And this now waiting the inside the Africa 24 newspaper. And again we move to the other newspaper with now the City Hunter newspaper. The City Hunter newspaper in waiting the say supporters under fire, miss revenue, visa funds and the $25 airport levied scandal. The other one we did inside the City Hunter newspaper is say feature news talk about say NCRA. We talk about the NCRA. It's a failure to implement Section 14. NCRA risks the future of new first-time voters that are waiting the MPC, the MP and the APC MP. I talk about what they happened so far. Then we move to the other newspaper, we now the exclusive newspaper. The exclusive newspaper, and say no matter how long it takes, Bolo Jones must face justice. The Dutch Prime Minister, now say this word, I say must face justice. The other one would watch inside the exclusive newspaper, say ECSL and enhance staff capacity. And I waited inside the exclusive newspaper. The other one will be saying that the other headline within the exclusive newspaper say APC publish list eligible candidates and voters register. APC published the list of voters. We come to the final newspaper we go for watch. We now the Daybreak newspaper. The Daybreak newspaper is say President Biu's champions constitutional review. This now a very big one and the banner headline. The other one is talk about we now is APC on fire. Then waiting inside the Daybreak newspaper. But gentlemen, we start with the African 24 newspaper. Where the African 24 newspaper in own people the take the ABC na a big people na the Lunge demolition where the opposition leader angry. Serious one, and also go for take the one they inside the African 24 newspaper again when SLP APC are one people. But let's look inside the demolition first with the happen at Lunge Day. Let's just give a background on which they happen. This demolition they happen Lunge when the extension of the new airport, we call the place Pittsful, wherein the airport where they extend near the day, but because of they go for host this ECOWAS summit, the ECOWAS meeting at Salonia, so they decide for demolish them house there with the nearby the airport. But the complaint with the residents, they tell we the journalists there and they tell other people residents, they say when they want to do this demolition, there is no compensation. We are normally we consider so far I don't be in my place for over 10 years I don't stay in government want to development at least if we get compensation because now buy the land, they develop the place. We don't see even the hills bypass road, we don't develop them, we see they compensate them, even the Bunguna when we pass the cable there, we see compensation come, we see right of way. So that's a normal routine people expect. But in this time around, the people then see, they always see while the morning soldier man and policeman then ONS go barricade the place and broke all the houses they did it. Especially don't finish houses the people in the building. And a place ABC don't develop. We saw they talk about so now Lungi where they call the place Beautiful. Where the place is connected with Banelord, Soktar and other areas and so far. So now the people in the Sari are order for me to them to talk to. According to interview, they say the authority will go the place and only talk to the paramount chief. After that, they take step. They will go the place. So they decide. They know they are against development too because they don't see development and the cow to progress in the nation. So, gentlemen, this is not the thing up in Alungi and demolish house and so far. At the start with Fatuma.
Yes, first of all, let's go over the story. We mentioned about what really happened to the particular section where you just call. According to the opposition leader, Honorable Abu Kabo, he expressed anger over the demolition of the houses we just mentioned so on a particular side. And we almost say this international airport we government itself for established now development. You already was they may be against the development, but now the manner at which they go take they go do the acts. According to Abu Kabo, he said within Nigeria when this still happen. We think out in this way, the people they don't notice the people say that they can't demolish down on one side. According to Abu Kabo again, he say I notify him again as a member of parliament when I know represent the people so it can't like a surprise to them. Wherein we believe say when government want to develop any places not twofold. We talk about compensation. If the people who they within our side the eligibility for say the particular side and then get at the own and then private property, then on one side, the other side, that one day, another side again, therefore look how the people acquire and the survey what they do for this particular airport. And this survey catch that particular, if you catch the end of the day, government is going to go act. But for me, I don't know the side of the government you side it, like on the side. We just look at the what you dismay in order against the waiting they go do for make sure say the airport get your space we say them the survey for because I believe say before them build the airport there must be a survey where the survey say this particular side the airport for which and we don't want any houses that that particular side of the you know the risk you know the advantage and disadvantage when they build anything and they get for the major flights is ready for come so houses are not for the close to the then on one side I think if I would expect the other for us if for them try for ask the government inside whether on which grounds they go and got give order or court not give order we don't know it that side but I believe if government will so do that we demolish housing without they not believe see this particular side we don't survey because again people we said their attitude when development can say even the government they say this particular side nobody know good if we go encroach on this particular side if we go encroach on this particular side of the day government will take action one day we go build the other side and they say that government place but when the government will use them places and the government not only for go tell you against goodbye but you say come on at this side because already they will notify you say come on here in danger for you and not suitable for you and a pressure will be done survey for a particular development it's about inside bypass road that inside bypass road the different from the side and the and now inside the survey for the streets now they compensate people who are affected but that particular side and the survey the question is they can get compensation unless if you don't get a survey plan or private document you prove say the particular side will get them you know that achieve them can look at them but you mention one side again say the also consult the chief if that's so be the case the chief therefore will relay the message down to the people and say that this government one can do but if the chief not relay the message down to the people and say that this government one can do this particular development one can do now we don't want houses on a particular side then the chief will never blame the side of the government because government already go meet the chief and never they listen to the chief the paramount chief in particular they never they listen to so if the people we don't notify them then the member of parliament they don't notify but the chief will notify we are the custodian of the land so the chief will never for blame on that particular side.
Alright, now the chief for blame chief feedback give for answer some things and so because you are the custodian of the land and the people then say then consult you and now people in the boku they decide na that particular end of the Kafublom chiefdom we na Lungi people in the call on the authority concerned they want compensation so far made them getting what they want. Mentor,
yeah.
Can't you they see development they take place in Lungi but people they suffer where in this case they go broke people and property. There's some man in property worth over millions of leons. One day they just broke and only from this area. So what do you take in this particular development we see?
Well, thank you very much. The development is great. It's so important for the country as far as international or cross-boundary politics is concerned. So now a very important development the government they try for exhibits in other parts of the country. So they give the government kudos for that. But the issue of this land saga, according to within mainland, they say the government decide for pay for houses them when are finished houses, while the unfinished they know they pay for them. According to within I understand. But how you they go pay for the finished houses then no more you left the unfinished. Where they save now buy the land. How that finished house, how they acquire the land, and so by they acquire that one the same. No difference, no day. So the people them all deserve forget pay, even when they live now unfinished house. Then they give another suggestion, say waiting make them decide for pull them people in another place. Unfinished house can abo any criminal, somebody way they don't know safe which I come out, they you know get fixed abode. So if they just go left then kind of structure then they near a place we get for host important delegates from across West Africa, let me say around the world, they get for come converge na Lungi we say then they construct soon now. It's so important. But the honorable member of parliament Abdul Kabu, he said blow mind say as a representative in other part of the country, now them represent the people them. So in belief say therefore inform him right there for inform him as a representative before ever they take that kind action. But they don't notify him at all. They don't notify him, then compensation plan no be there. Although according to the honorable, it's right first of all for call the paramount chief na Lungede. The paramount chief confirm him to and say they be don't engage the people them prior to the demolition exercise. So everybody be aware. So here comes the gap, communication gap between the paramount chief and the honorable member of parliament, because as two key stakeholders Nalungi, I believe say anything we the paramount chief gets knowledge of, it will be easy for communicate to the honorable member of parliament, because they all are the SDM Nalungi. But if that happen, critically they look at and say there is a communication gap between the two people. Yes. So because of that, it's like it's very, very important for can host people on that side. We come across the world, and then security very much paramount. They don't go allow people and go converge in an unfinished building while presidents and they come from different countries for ensure the security. So even the member of parliament, he support that. He say they support the demolition 100%, but then for do them accordingly. At least the people them way now victims of the demolition, therefore compensate them. But they don't make any plan like that. Although according to the MP, he say he get contact again the head of the Office of National Security boss. He asks at the same himself reply and say they don't engage the people them. But in terms of the compensation, he say the man say well then will get another engagement. Let them talk on that. So it's like no concrete plan, no date for pay compensation package to them people and this will increase grudge among the residents of that place, because they say we don't spend a lot of money, they acquire the land. So if the government want to take over, let them do them officially, let them encourage the residents, at least let them give them waiting they deserve. If na small money, then they allocate other land to them, like how government use for do them, the Ministry of Lands. It will be very important.
It will be very important. I believe say the people really they worry because society this not a season back. We some man will be in host, especially Lungi na place this rain can heavily for now. And So man time for dinner rent house. We see decide for go buy land, he go build lay, and with that he go there. So gentlemen, before we move to other pick, what could be the way forward now on this particular demolition, because people did decide Fatoma?
We not see any way forward for now, because already now government policy, and government policy need to stand against government policy, because now policy will be done lead on, and our projects, our government project and development, where government will do development, they can compensate you by if you get illegal property. But for me, government, if government compensate them, so be it. I think that the side of government for look at the citizen welfare, that's good, fine. But again, the people of Ono say they don't do, government don't do your best for contact the paramount chief, where government don't consult for meeting people and because the custodian of the land, you understand? And the member of parliament now, they represent the people in the parliament, they're political head, but they side in particular side they will talk about the whole structure. Now the paramount chief and the custodian of the land. And when they are going for anything, that the paramount chief will go meet up and they go meet and talk to us. And this we one can do. As the paramount chief go ahead, they can go ahead with the issue. That the responsibility now of the paramount chief, whether on a particular side, for talk to the people and educate the people and tell them say that this happen and that this don't happen. So if you handle the situation with the people, then in the end talk to government now, see whether the people are not friendly for how to compensate them. So they say no will be unhappy.
So mention what now you want to take before move to the other pick?
Well,
now they in disarray, people then really cry all over the place, because just imagine then go pull you one grade in a house, so you don't build, you don't suffer for a very long time. Now high cost now, building material and also other things, and how in thousand to happen in this country. Freetown, all over the place. Your entire house not to play business for now. Then go pull in like us, we don't suffer for a very long time. The government, people they say, may don't compensate them. So what if it's now be the other way?
Well, the solution we see to this issue is like, number one, the member of parliament and the paramount chief Nalungi need to get communication, you know, therefore increase the communication system so that they would understand themselves. Because if the paramount chief understands something, the member of parliament not able to know at all. I mean, cordiality absence. So if find the two leaders, let them work in cordiality. Cordial relationship go help, you know, fasten development. So I believe say that the way forward.
All right, we move to the other picks. Seen at the same newspaper, we tell me say SLPP, APC are one people. Gentlemen, I believe say this now a statement to come from the SLP chairman, Jimmy Batilo Songa. I think this now the message they expect may get a very unified nation in terms of politics, wherein we see you don't be count the statement of peace and cohesion in the country, where you say APC, SLP are one people. I start to you as a political writer. You say you know how to push the pen in terms of politics, mentor.
Sure.
This statement, how you welcome her?
Yes, as he say, it's true that APC and SLPP are one people. Because if you look at even the politics way they run at the country, you will find out say there is lots of cross carpeting. You know, if you see some man in a SLPP where it says small, it will go APC. Man they come APC back, it go SLPP. That show you the brotherhood relationship. So then two parties now people are for just embrace themselves, let them make sure say there is peace, you know, there is unity, development, thrive. Some of them here now they no more important, because as leaders now they now get the mandate for take decision on anything. So if Chairman Batilo Songa say the two people are the same, not to lie, just look at the how this government don't they run their own business. You find out say you see APC man, like let's say example, Honorable Alpha Khan, he was a strong APC man, but when the SLPP come, he decide for go over. Yes, he say because in a patriotic Sierra Leone, he work for the country. So you know get political boundary. So this kind of politics is fine when both parties, the members, they respect themselves, they work together. That they should say unity is at work. Then democracy is at play. But if at all the two main political party members know the rub skin, you know, it's like deeping in conflict where enough will be at all. Politics not to a do or die business. You know, now a social business where everybody get the right for participate in. You see, so politics now this way I feel say they all for come together and take the right step if the wale unity just continue for display, because Sierra Leone at present which we need na unity, peace and development. If the people unite, believe me, and development will take place, because no country no will go before when there is conflict, when there is war, because no way no dey for implement any important project. So I believe say for like a country go ahead with development, now the right step this. They all for be as one people, they all for be, you know, for feel belong. So now this we expect from a politician then. The statement is very correct for say the APC and the SLPP are one people. They are the same, just like BT they say Al-Hussein and Al-Hassan. Now they no more the exchange. Now the only two political parties in this we don't rule this country democratically, where they elect democratically. Up to date, they don't dominate the political system of the country. No third party, no date we go say you can't challenge them to traditional political party there. So because of this, we just talk to them, encourage them, let them continue for work together, strengthen relationship. Politics not to do or die business. Now something for do for let them take the country to higher heights. So it's a welcoming idea for let the APC and SLPP be one people and work together as the law demand.
All right, as law demand, that now from the waiting the political analyst when mentor doesn't make no submission on the statement of the chairman of the SLPP winner Jimmy Batilo Songa, which he say is the APC SLPP are one people. Now they come to you, Fatoma. This statement here and denting there the supporters and they expect more from the politicians then, because Matthew Sierra Leone don't suffer 11 years civil war. Because statements, words, and the create problem. No need Georgia, no need war. This time around, you see the statement it comes. So, what are your own impression about this particular statement from Jimmy Batilo Songa?
Well, first of all, like a good one, because the first statement of Mr. Batilo Songa, chairman of the SLPP, it be rough than this. We see the change of tone that don't come in. Yeah, man. Yes. So if you see the change of tone don't come in now, peaceful one, I think if we give them a round of applause, this we expect from political leaders. You know, politics not to fate. End of the day, no one possible for win the election. Whether SLPP win or APC win. I see mentioned to be the third mission about the third force. You mentioned about third force. Me, I don't say this. Third force don't exist. Any third force will come now. Osul and Osul. For can get the way when big political parties you don't know say this you can't win, you can't have power. They will go join them. They say you can't get the sponsor the car ban. So that get money. We not get what third force to the car can stand on your own. And he mentioned about say many the political still what to get now. We call political prostitute. They on two sides. And they are SLPP and they APC. For mention from Mr. Tawali and the PMBC. From PMBC, Carlos Kumadua, we joined APC for 2007, and Kumadua, most of the time, Kumadua, they all joined APC at that time. Mr. Tawali worked APC, Minister of Life, Social Welfare, he worked there. He said, President Kuma, later I come out, so he can make your political party, just imagine, and make your political party allies one. You know, the party themselves again. The party fall. He come back, he can't join SLPP. Now SLPP, they fight for become flag bearer. So what you will see, now the same soup. The same people, you know, watermelon, green outside, red inside. It mix. You understand? It can be red inside, green outside. So it mix. But what do they expect? That's something they expect. But we, as a journalist, if we look and say yes, we don't want to see the camp, a peaceful. We don't want Allah again at this country. We want peace because I can tell you, say, some man, what they are so, they were there before, they will get away from go any side of one movie, any go car. But we were there, we're not going to wait for go any side. So we are advocating why against of them things here, we want to continue for a year. But again, let me tell you, Batilo Songa can talk an individual where they control the party. For now, we got the people within our government, where they advocate, where they talk on behalf of government. And we got the time where Batilo voice will be heard. Seriously, we don't get a convention of the SLPP. After that convention, we don't say we don't get a flag bearer when a leader. We don't even to press the begin. And that flag bearer, the now go over to listen to wake out to political party. Same like the APC. When the APC commodition, when the APC group after the convention, we don't get a flag bearer. they don't get an executive, and that executive they will listen. We don't want to listen what the government is saying because we say election is approaching, we can't get a leader. But what's in them political leader, then we can't the utterances we will talk. We observe back to the Songa and the APC chairman as well. We will sit down, they make a one day conference or one day activity inside the hall will come, they open themselves, we see them sit down, they communicate with the people and say, we are the politicians. And we the politicians, we only as you say, we don't want people, we need the facts. But go vote for me if you say elect me party, if you believe in ideology. If you believe the APC ideology, we vote for the APC ideology. And left to you now for decide your mind. Third party, then left third party first. Now when they talk about APC and SLPP, the only thing I can say, if the chairman they give them peaceful utterances and I think the chairman will get control over party outreach people and people will talk on behalf of the party for me will use any violence words we will trigger conflict within the society.
So why before I left you, why you believe say third party no go succeed in this country?
What uncle, they don't come from 1996 we are a small boy. From 1996 when Pakaba just after the MPRC, when Pakaba Kanapa, we get killed for smart, we get Senibagua PDP. You understand eh? Anaskoma, we do APC, the honor PDP every day. You tell me every day. What's happening? After tell me the momentum PDP, all my PDP survey. We small, we are young man, we're not small again, we are young man, you understand it? Tomorrow come with all the population, we are fascinated all in population. What's happening? Tomorrow decide say, it will join, put in the SLPP. For me to become kind of power. It join the SLPP, make an alliance with the SLPP. It join the SLPP, come kind of power, we then get a ministerial post. Is that Minister of Finance? I don't know that Minister of Finance, you understand it? They all conducting elections self instead of their position. Now they say what people like the Adi say where Anas Komadi is at the top place at the Ministry of Education. I say, hey, which one I start to? If you don't start doing Pakaba, the referee will ref the game. It can't play back inside the same team. You understand it? Which one I start? And they start all over, we go for continue because we never for stop nothing any. So political prostitutes the way better in this country. Which one today? For one is we don't want it to happen, so they will continue to happen. Third first no go happen, third first no can. The third first no go, they do SLPP. If for them, it fail, it down, it die. PMDC come, it can't join the APC. If for them, it die. NGC come, it can't join the SLPP. It don't for them, it don't die. The other political party don't come, when the third first don't come. You ever see them survive? If you ask most of them political leader they now, what do they vie again for kind of a position, that party. KKY, after all your classes they give against President Bill, all the things they talk against SLPP. Now they want flag bearer for become SLPP. South Sumana, all the chapter they don't talk about openly in a video, they make a video against Anas Baikoma, Anas Kubaikoma, and Count Sibola, Anas Kuba, and Count, all the allegations they make against. What's happening? Is it like you want flag bearer, like first I say you want flag bearer? You don't see the problem. From yonder, you come out APC, you go from a political party, you come back at the political party, but you can APC. Same like the SLPP, so I want people and I want family. So we just see them, left there at the day. When politics come, we decide what we want. Now we fight yourself as a nation. Now we fight yourself as a people. Politicians, they have nothing better for think of food because of themselves. When they go so, now they self they go the employment they will give them. And when they give them employment, they for begin tell us say, why they go begin our life for you fight for because you see that's when they talk is the SLPP APC now brothers. When election come this time, you go begin see cross carpet. Where they go APC, so now we decide back say they can SLPP. So that's a mix. So now one people.
Alright, in case you just join me, this is now Magic TV channel 38 with the broadcast site from Freetown, Sierra Leone, West Africa. And today we discuss what in the newspaper then say, well, a newspaper review. And now we move to the other newspaper, we now the exclusive newspaper. We don't talk about politics, we don't talk about development, now the community, and now we come to the drug. Maybe the money we in this country. So this drug is still a money in this country, and the YB say that they are baba with the alleged in this country. We still this drug get ravaged now, yeah. And the newspaper say no matter how long it takes, Boris Johnson must face justice. Than the Dutch Prime Minister Nino Bauso. So gentlemen, now the Dutch government don't challenge whatever be the case. This guy we don't see the dinner this country with Tapia. You know Boris Johnson, aka Mr. Mark Sheikh say they must make sure this man face justice. And the drugs still they ravage this Sierra Leone. So mentor, you know man, you don't need write on this thing extensively. So what no it
but also intimidator so much for this one.
Through humiliation because of me reporting system on drug. You see, so if they say Abolojos must face justice, you know, no matter how long it takes. This they remind me no more say one proverb we say even the longest lane has turning points. So any kind of something they don't it must take place one day. Now in this speaker they try for emphasize the issue of Bolojos not overdue. It don't tell me the government of Netherlands, the Dutch government, the request for the extradition of this guy because of the destruction who this guy don't cause across the world. Not to only Sierra Leone. Bolojos they no harm for be a man with gangs. He get gangs them and the money wey he gets any country where he go lodge, he dey convince the government of that particular country. They try for twist am. They use in money because in money if you check am, it double even the national income where the country gets. So because of that, he go able just dey on top of situation as wetin we see. So Bolojos in report one to the Netherlands government is very important, and this go give Sierra Leone a very good name because right now some people across the world they consider we say we dey harbor high drug lords in the country. All this na bad name when you dey move across the world. One day we dey travel, they explain the kind embarrassment we they facing during travel because of this issue of drug we don't prevail in the country. So Bolojos na man we they don't sentence in absentia. It not be there, double sentence now it they wait for. So any part of the world where it the Dutch government need them. You see, they be don't turn the camera and I say the man there, and the first time Sierra Leone see that man in a video, in one program. Since then, we know they see again in any other program. But then find out say the man is in Sierra Leone, and even the EU, the aid with them they give it, the help with them they give it. They don't decide for cut and down, because of this. So Sierra Leone stand for lose a lot of opportunities if this man is not extradited out of this country, because we find out see the world right now they look to Sierra Leone because of this kind man, the kind destruction where it don't cause. Because for Sierra Leone, if we talk about real problem, it's too big. It don't go out of hands, uncontrollable now. You see young people, the youth, taking drugs everywhere. Then become hopeless. They're not hopeful at all. They don't get future. So how the country go there tomorrow? Which one they will get for replace? The old one them, the aged, the retired. Now the young people they are get for take the step. If the young people are not get future, so what in that mean? Sierra Leone stand for produce, adults them way no useful at all. They will be useless in society. So before them be useless in society, it's timely for the government step in full. Although the government themselves don't play their role according to waiting we see. Government don't set up a lot of system for track down them guys there where they by this trafficking system. Yes, they form a joint task force for let them able to tackle this issue. This task force, different bodies, ONS, the police, the Toku, they all day by this task force. Now the government now implement them. What government first do, then declare a national emergency on the fight against drugs. So now the time we begin to see some seriousness in the process. But never mind, still the game they go on. The game they go on. And the intakers, the young adults, them where they take that in 30 days, they need panel. So this don't become a security threat to the lives of young people. If I let the government continue for press, therefore look after them and they sabi them. You see, then they in communities, people are able to identify them. Even some security personnel know them guys then they know the traffickers. So they're not hard to locate or identify. But some people they say this na game they play, and they say na syndicate. We are in all man they try forget you. Everybody Even the man who then they say, hey, go look after that man, go try for Olam, go investigate him. Where in they go, he get hidden agenda. You know, they even go for go do the right job. Now for let he get something, he put it in pocket. So this don't become so difficult. How for faith get rid of this business? Except this man, we now one of the key, you know, tradesman pandis, we now Bolo Jews. He finally let the government just hand over him to the Netherlands government, the Dutch government, if really the man is existing in Sierra Leone. Because we agree about different names. Mohammed Sharif, now they say they know Umar Sharif. Now the government identify. They don't even know about this Bolo Jews. According to even one way the first lady engage an international medium, Itoka, say they don't know about this guy. Even the event inside them, we go meet up in a church. Well, in a church event, not to invite anybody, according to the first lady. So innocent of all the accusation concerning, you know, the hideaway this man they try for hiding at the country, according to what they talk. Because we all judge the we know the see, so this they make we take them waiting they say. According to waiting the report we they get, we the government they make press releases. They always they talk about this man, say the man no they let the public self-help for look for him. Anybody we know inside this man, let him locate him, he will get a reward. So this don't become difficult. Where is this Bolo Juice now? Where this guy, you know, locates actually? Because the top authority self innocent of this guy in location. So really we need for continue for press and for let the right thing happen. If now extradition for take place, let it take place so that Sierra Leone will regain a good name back where it be don't get, where it be don't build up as an Athens of West Africa. We want let Sierra Leone look like this again. Let the Sierra Leone look clean. We name for be good outside. We don't forget bad name outside. You know, look now when we brothers them they travel, then they charge them extremely. You know, then they become shame because of the disgrace. They say, bro, una come on a narco state. We don't need for describe as a narco state because Sierra Leoneans are peaceful people. And not to everybody involved in this game. Now, few people who feel say now the only source of income for them. So we want let the government continue for do the correct thing. Let them try if this man actually dey in the country. Let them extradite him like waiting and Turkey government we don't do. They said we don't hold one suspect where they say they link him to Bolo Juice as one of his relatives. Then we don't hold him na Turkey. What did the Turkey government do? They don't waste time. They extradite the guy direct. You know, so this now if for happen, if Sierra Leone government self reflect them, now so it go happen. It will make everybody believe say indeed we leaders them stand for justice, they stand for protect the vulnerable population because these drugs don't make all the youths then don't become vulnerable, no protection. Would I go protect them? Say no, this is not for me. Everybody just open up to the game. So you ain't vulnerable, you go inside, you fall, you die the next day. Now this we don't want.
All right. I believe say this don't become worrisome.
Worrisome.
Actually, we're not glad you they happen in the country, especially the drugs business with the floats in the country. Now they come to you, Fatoma. We see say then it's for car with two identification and say Umar Sharif, and we see back the Dutch government they say Bolo Juice. So now the Sierra Leone police don't identify Umar Sharif. Why they not move now to the Dutch government? Maybe the Dutch government say no, not to this what they look for, but still they not move on this Umar Sharif yet. Still they penetrate on this particular issue. How you see?
Well, the Dutch government not get Umar Sharif into the list. Now Bolo Juice then gets into the list. Now they declare wanted for. Now they want let them extradite. So, but Salone they say will not get Bolo Juice, then get Umar Sharif. So this name. Umar Sharif, why don't say another Bolo Juice, then get Umar Sharif? You understand, eh? Technically, if you look at him, you will begin admire, say, wait, they look for Bolo Juice. No, not that's Edward Fatoma, but that's Mentor. Now then, so why this name Bolo Juice now will change now to Mentor? Will change Edward Fatoma to Mentor? You understand, eh? So technically, if you look at him, that this Monday, but no more cause another time, but this particular person now gets and then this person. Because it's man of fool, it's man of get all the technology for take picture, identify person saying that the person is or this picture not AI or not to AI. They know they have the technology. Now, when they talk about for extradite this man, how for extradite this man? They already had NDLA, Jack Kakai. They are not seeing the video when they make allegation. They say this man, the video not be outside, but it's still an NDLA for tackle the of the country. How many signs when you don't sabi? Where they don't go catch, they don't go hear the drug, where they don't cut some drug selling it, when you sabi in this community. All the parts where they sell drug in this country, all the side where they sell drug, where they don't go raid, where they don't go catch, they sell drug back to city. All the side where they don't go sit down, where they drug, where they say they go defend them, they go pull the other side, they care and go around. But that's for the try. The rehabilitation center, I don't go Easton up NTC, it's like that. I don't go see the way they try. Very well, they did very well. But all the parts of the tank, when they say they don't go raid, they don't go track them. All the drug along the way, they don't go track. Most of them, they outside. All the salary is drug, they are making money back out of that drug. Unless they don't charge you, they charge where they believe them for charge. But the drug, where they say they tackle drug, it is everywhere back. All communities drug them day. And the community, they be one that say, the authorities don't say that they decide drug day, the business will be under. If they want to stop the business, thank you. Now within 48 hours, this thing they stop the drug, so they actually they stop. When they want tackle, I call it Coco Samba. You know that Coco Samba? Coco Samba came out this country. But listen, if you understand the ball game, when they play on, you don't know play on, so before they play on, they think outside the box. They can't Coco Samba. If I see ball pull a press release to immediate effect, say they will ban Coco Samba. You see Coco Samba again? Well, see Coco Samba. They say like this out either. Even if some people don't want her, some people say the player is more than a man and they want her useful for them. Because they say the people they sell her for. Not see Coco Samba again. Kush carry this country, Kush they carry, they sell Kush everywhere. Tramadol they sell her everywhere. All the sudden when they say they sell her everywhere. The people when you say for extra like this man, they are with this man. Government officials, they don't care about videos upon videos where evidence will show. Say that people are in a party, bad party. So I will tell you if I take this man and go over to the Dutch government, I don't extradite this man now. When this man, the people of extradite now, they say they within hard positions of government. You catch the flow. And not to mention one thing, the people who they say who they can do their business here, they are filthy rich. So you government have not be careful, they convince you with money. But again, one side again where I feel so much disappointed that the manner at which government they manage the information within the country. To me outside, I believe say countries in there with bad things in they go more than Sierra far. Danger things in they go more than go government they don't. I don't say good for them manage the drug information, but I don't say ask the why the information they escalate. As a country, we don't control them. It will allow the country for the dirty country image, while other people will see the country image, but drug, anyway, they effort damage, we will control information within the country. And don't you got that? Like greediness and selfishness within the states. When you get much greedy people, selfish people within the states, where they govern now. But man, let me tell you, information where they come, and like you know what people post no one see out where they will damage the country, they stay out because they become angry if you say you not get what you forget. We don't say we got the good. But people when feel say that government officials the way they will link, will allegedly link to Donald Jones. These are the most greedy people, and most of the information when they go out to do the escalator. So people in the countries they do bad pass salon, when they do the transit they pass salon. They don't even escalate people and even the information working. But people working themselves, they can tackle the people and they hand over back to one two. They don't extradite them. They try the people and they jail them. Where the information is escalate and they escalate to. Because what to make the government guy they manage information. Me and you know now the information the ministry will get at this country. It's like careless about journalists. You know the side enough media friendly. Anybody that says it's media friendly, but because you get line, probably you're affiliated with the system. But you want to stand in neutrality. You will get a link with them because you're not valid journalist. If you're valid journalist, you always learn to call journalism to not pass through information ministers. We know how they control journalists, how they manage information, and now it's a digital one. If you don't manage information well, they don't country. If people are a country that they escalate situation, I don't know for escalate. If there's a possibility, say no, just not even do a salon. There's a possibility. They also ask. They also say it. A person will say, "It don't be a salon." A person will say, "Don't be where else." Just because we don't manage information, people still escalate. We don't give the people the right information they want. We don't tell the people the right thing they want. The people that manage the government information, don't tell the people the right thing. Educate the people and say, "No, this is not true. This is true." And believe say what thing we can say to the people, and the people have to accept, which is wrong.
All right, I believe say the Minister of Information for you get the kind interaction with journalists now, especially practicing journalism, because
I don't practice journalism.
Because I believe say the local journalism and then spread the message, because you only come outside. We na the international journalism now we to feed them now in the
and
they watch at. So newspaper they pull every day. They
no.
see,
it's not the pull every day, but again, it's not the pull every day. It's about the pull story because the story not well not managed, and the journalists they look out for. So they say good news they sell, a bad news they sell. Number one. Secondly, the information minister who said they don't say enough friendly, and media friendly. I'm saying this clearly. When they make the channel meeting, my brother, how many newspaper you see carry almost radio stations you see carry with a traditional media, a whole channel meetings. Where at least that channel meeting, if you catch entire front page, balance, all papers, all newspaper, every newspaper, if you catch a balance on the front page, how many papers you follow that story? Because the more they spend 1 million, 1.5 million, we make it cover newspaper. They spend 1 million to put in black and white, 1,700,000. You want to go put a news. When they go, you go spend 500,000 news. Now I'm carrying for channel meeting. You allow journalism to take the front page where they manage the information, so they get it small, they put it it's not possible.
Indeed, it's not possible. I agree with you absolutely, because now the watch say the information minister, I think he gets his own pressmen they deal with, but that not for be the case, because if we deal with all the pressmen so far in the country, and I believe say like what all they say is correct, all gentlemen say is correct, because for managing information will make country it grow, because like I talk other countries in the business and Akko state we need the area because of one and they manage well, but Salon now the final say they are for managing information when the information minister.
It's not media friendly.
It is the media really deal with it. And it will work. And I think this is not the problem we say this government they get. So with that, we move to other newspaper. We now the Daybreak newspaper. Daybreak newspaper gets one interesting story now. We I can let for gentlemen talk about say President Bio champions constitutional review. This is a very big story we see again so far, because the constitutional review process they go on right now in Parliament. They don't table and they don't do first reading, and we don't see so far waiting they go on. But actually, waiting the inside the constitutional review, we see me back. I don't glance small. We they see say the ruling party they push more on the PR system for let they actualize and then put it into law, because the PR system. Maybe already as an alternative, because we see 1996 Naim Pakaba used, 2002 we see Pakaba used and back. The justification was because they see 11 years civil war, the war be day, and we see 2007 they use the constituency system. We see the 1991 constitution according to section 38. Because now they will want go into election, when general elections, we all for going to constituency level. Because now they use them back now 2012. But now in this case, we see 2023, we see the SAP government, they use them back. They see the justification was, they see the August 10. With the August 10, where we see the that particular riot never reach Waterloo, it never reach Godrich. But according to the Supreme Court, they justify it because of the August 10, where the opposition filed a particular petition. Then go rules because of the August 10. So now they see the PR system at 9 they push. Then the other one will be saying they push back. Tanga one inside the constitutional review. Maybe see this the percentage wherein you forget 50%, and also you get 20 small percent at the other side. We are in this like chaos. You don't go and get 50%. You don't open us, you don't win. Then say no, you forget top up. From the other side, then until the top up no will favor you. You don't clearly nice. I don't get 50%. So and they push now. So this thing it worrisome. Yeah, I will think say, which is on school of thought then, because we don't interview. They say then they say then they take the power in their hand small. We are the electorate then, because the politician you want to take the power in their hand. Mark you, the PR system of Sierra Leone is different from the Brazil PR system. Brazil PR system we all they say yeah we let come then an open PR system. wherein na the electorate they come and say no well now for someone now want for let this particular, but now in this case na closed PR system. Yeah, if you na politician, the APC, SLP, which number you need is go meet Payansane, you meet Dumbuya, then put in force. You don't know if na APC you go join. If na SLP you go join, you go meet Batilo, or you meet a Parang, then put in force. Back the money, fine for them. Automatically the PR if you whether people in Leka and no Leka now, but not to see the approval. So PR fine. We will make an open PR Brazilian practice, other country them, but yeah, not to see the we push and still in parliament. I will run tester. Now they see the PR system, you know, you no, but
yes, member of parliament.
Member of parliament area. So member of parliament, they go send me the constitution. They can't close our side. So all man are 3 MP in the same place. So they don't sabi themselves. So this time become worrisome. But still, we they see the incumbent government they push am. They say make this year all water. The justification where you lost, they spend better, the party wrong, we say don't put it there, without man on commodity, they are second slot. The excuse them beaucoup. Whilst they take the power now and small. So gentlemen, mentor, as a political writer, if you say this is not the way to go in terms of democratic principles then in the country.
Well, the PR system na a political system of voting for elect leaders them, when the political party itself they appoint the leaders there. This they limit the level of participation among citizens, because when in the past they use what they call first past the post,
the constituency base.
Yes, na in be the on. So you find out see the political participation it be they in at increased level. Then you will find out say even the electorate will able to understand and know the representative na different constituency. But this system we na the political party they choose who that they want, then give them say na you for leader. This don't make even the electorate then just lose hope, then just feel left out, they just feel say they are not part of the process. And in democracy therefore allow everybody for participate in the process, although according to what the government say then give excuses say the PR system no chaotic, it allow peaceful coexistence according to them, because there is no rivalry. They see political rivals, they argue, they fight under, they cause themselves. That's not the reason where the government self give say well because of this now it make then they put the PR system in not get too much incidents of political violence, like when they do first past the post. In the past you will find out say if this man they campaign for this constituency, other man they campaign for that same constituency, this one get you talks them, that other one get you talks them. So we dey see some political fate people be dey fate themselves. But this system now we they know the fate themselves limits the level of participation, the democratic right of voters really limited, because they're not able to identify the leaders, they're not able to know even the location of the leaders, you see. So this system it go fine if they decide for review them, but still the present the incumbent they push the idea for let it become law, the PR system of voting. So we just want for let the government see reason why they for enact something where will be good for everybody, where everybody go embrace, where go fit any system, where this party self where don't enact this law, if fine where they go let this lawyer so not bet them, because if you don't enact a law, this law can bet you later you go feel am, because you go no say this na me be say so now the law don't haunt me. So if fine let them go they take them before ever they pass anything into law. let them look at the precaution, you know, waiting will be the aftermath when this law is enacted, how it will benefit the layman, how the least man, you know, will be advantageous, you know. So if they try to limit the level of participation, it will go down well to certain citizens we know about governance. Then go feel see they have been excluded. But the issue of that first past the post are highly participatory. You find out say during time of election, even the voters they come together, give support, you know, to the leaders they know them prefer for lead them. This fine for this kind of system of election they continue because it multiply confidence among citizens. Say we are given the right to do this. They're not disenfranchised we at all. But if they try for disenfranchise the people, they don't will ever feel fine. Therefore, allow the people for votes wisely. Let them do things by themselves. Let them choose the leader by themselves. The issue of imposing leadership to people we do not want, they don't recognize, can always undermine development.
All right,
you see,
undermine development. I come to you now, Fatoma. This issue of the PR. The ruling government they fight very hard for let it become a law. But the alternative inside the 1991 constitution, if it as a standby, if you get small epidemic, emergency, election they come, then they use them. But now then you force them strongly on this particular constitutional review for let it become a law. So in this case, and the negative effect of this particular PR is just like what me landed calling us don't say is then they debar the voters right, because you know see the constituency base independent where they can see if Fatoma popular in this area in city map, people and say Fatoma don't do this, don't do the XYZ, let's say we join APC SAVP, no we don't vote for them, and Fatoma they vote for, we don't see them. But this PR system we don't see a lot of areas where this is not even MP, and also don't see this one, you know, the president, 6th of parliament now this country you not get an independent candidate, independent MP in a parliament. So this is serious. So what do you think?
Well, first of all political parties they push for what they benefit them. You know, if you look at the APC, they always want believe say constituency based election can give them benefits, can give them winning. The SLPP, to what they see, they just believe say PR system, most of the supporters them they're not cut across how the APC supporters them they live within the Western area. Now if you look at the PR system, SLPP gets member of parliament here within the Western area, isn't it? They get member of parliament also in Alunge to this PR system. If it was the constituency based system with votes, SLPP will get a member of parliament and then constituencies in the, because you look at the share, the vote, and look at the system what do they use for cater for some of them things in the, you go see one big constituency, you go see people PR system 200 they can jam the, you understand, but if you look at it then they get you inside with the cover and they get a particular side with the cover. But many of them people are so we the citizens, we don't be member of parliament anymore again. So if you ask me the citizens, we tell you say no, today we structure member of parliament or sabi the one that we have constituency. This the member of parliament from this constituency they look from to that constituency day. But the PR system is not the same. But the PR system will be advantageous for the SLPP if the SLPP force her for me to pass her into law or let them put her inside the constitution. If you do that, it can better for them. Why the disadvantage is to go towards the APC, because the APC believe when it comes to constituency based elections in this country, they catch the entire Western area seats. It happen, and if you go back, it will happen soon. But that don't believe. So the APC don't fight. They only fight say no, we don't want ladies pass into law or let them put her into this constitutional review. But that when you look at them, you don't say they must pass them, they must force them to the constitution. Because mind you, the SNP get a majority in the parliament. And we will not trust most of the opposition member of parliament anymore. Because when it comes when the opponent government of the day want pass on a bill, it is passer. Most of them will do drama outside drama, and that's a drama. End of the day, it is passer. Not bill, not the government go and pass now. Now, this government of the day, the SNP government go and pass the parliament. We will block them for passing the parliament. I'm telling you this. They are using every skills for go through that and then make sure they pass on a parliament.
All right.
And then they fight that because they believe say when it comes to PR system, they have the edge. And if they succeed for the PR system or pass it into law, put it in the constitutional review, the man they will knock the election back 2020 to the PR system.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And I see the opinions. They will continue this debate. That will be the next edition on Friday. We are in this constitutional review. Go for educate people more waiting the happen in parliament because people they want to take the votes at the end now. They count somebody which you know sabi. I believe say this now a very good topic because we never know the system of elections. But then they need the program to now. Me Tanko continue for following our social media on Angolan, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you very much for watching.